Hi, I'm Richard Redmond, host of The Play's the Thing. We will start off with a short play titled Margaret.
Two Bam, 4 Dot, Flower, Red Dragon. My children got me a mahjong set for Christmas, and I'm not even Jewish. Can you imagine? What am I supposed to do with these little tiles? Build a bathroom shower for Legoland or something? So you'll learn how to play the game, Bernice tells me. She's my older daughter, and I do mean old. She's 32 years old already and still single. Can you imagine? She talks to men on the internet. Internet dating, she calls it. How can you talk to a computer and call that a courtship? You can't even see if the guy's got hair in his ears or not. Mahjong. Is that where my life is leading to? I cry a lot, you know, especially at this time of the year. 'Tis the season. They tell me I'm clinically depressed. Gave me these little blue pills to take. So I gave them to my painter to see if he could match the color. Paint my foyer that same color blue. It was a beautiful, pale, kind of bluish-green color. I thought that way, no one will ever be sad when they enter my apartment, not even me. But it doesn't seem to work like that. I guess you really do have to swallow the bluish-green water color with water 3 times a day to feel gay. I don't like taking any kind of medicine. Well, Pepto-Bismol once in a while. But that's just for emergency situations, like theater tickets or something special like that. I mean, for $120 a ticket, I want to hear Harvey Feinstein singing and not the toilet flushing through the entire first act. Can you imagine? I even started to smoke. Okay, I haven't ever lit it up, but I like holding it. Holding on to something. You like my Christmas tree? Cute, isn't it? Not really a tree, more like a bush. No, maybe more like just a fat twig. Ira always wanted me to get a big, beautiful live tree every year, and he was the Jewish one. That was just 1 year ago. Isn't it funny how I don't feel like celebrating Christmas anymore because my Jewish husband is gone? Excuse me, a small, chubby man with a red goatee on his chin said to me at the bus stop. May I borrow a dime to make a phone call? Phone calls were a dime back then, before all this happened, before cell phones happened. Gee, I thought that's a pretty nervy thing to ask a total stranger. But there was a certain gentleness in his voice that made me reach into my change purse and hand this total stranger a dime. Thank you, he said. I will return it. Sure, I thought, like they're going to return Manhattan Island back to the Indians. But sure enough, the next day, the small, chubby man with the red goatee on his chin came up behind me, patted my back, and handed me a dime. Thank you, he said. You're very kind. Kind of what? I said. Kind of generous, he said. We met at the bus stop every day for weeks after that and talked and talked. He was studying to be an accountant, a CPA, at Baruch, night school, that is. I was a poor Polish girl working in a meat-packing factory as a receptionist. What a pair. Like a pair of mismatched socks, that's what we were. But how I adored him. Worshipped him the more I think about it. That's all over with. Over with for good. I lost him. Lost him for good. No, not to prostate cancer or a heart attack. No. Not to Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. No, not to multiple sclerosis. To Rona Weinstein, our veterinarian. Can you imagine? It all happened over Buck, our Wheaton Terrier, when he started walking into walls and walking into our giant mahogany armoire, the one with the 42-inch TV set and DVD player inside it. Ira took Buck to the vet. Buck was going blind, and little did I know, Ira was going on a blind date. Buck was experiencing macular degeneration, and I was the one married to the degenerate. "But I'm in love with her, Margaret," he said, still in that same gentle voice. "For the first time in my life, I truly feel in love." Well, what was I then? A stand-in for 33 years? Maybe that's what happens with a pair of mismatched socks. One eventually finds the right match. So here I am, one lonely sock. You know what it feels like to lose your other sock, even though it was so different? Can you imagine? I worshipped him. I did. He was my teacher, my confidant, my financial analyst, my lover, my friend, my enemy, Rona Weinstein, with her collagen lips and her waxed armpits, with her MD, PhD, and double D bra cups, with her New York Times, her New York Ballet subscription, her New York state of mind. Ira loves it all. You know what it's really like to feel unloved? Like the only potato in the pot that didn't get mashed, standing there like the outsider, the different one. "Stop feeling so sorry for yourself," Bernice says. "Move on with your life. Play mahjong or something. Do something. It's Christmas." Can you imagine? You know what I really wanted for Christmas? An out-of-body experience. Yeah, I'm serious. I stand perfectly still and imagine these aliens coming down and just sucking me out of my body, and I'm gone, like that. Sometimes, instead of aliens, I imagine George Clooney coming toward me with a giant suction cup and just scooping me away out of myself.